Hey guys, we are live on YouTube, and I see there's already a whole bunch of people there, and I'm all alone in here. Geez, nobody wants to come and visit me today. What's going on with that? It's terrible. I have no friends. Boo hoo hoo. No, it's just kidding. Brad is here. And everybody else is here too.
And also, Lyle seems to be trying to connect on another picture.
Yes. Oh, he's all good now. So I figured I'm going to talk about on-road cars today, since I got a brand new one.
Jeez, nobody wants to come and visit you.
What the?
I got that guy.
That was delayed.
The Traxxas 4Tech 3.0 hot rod, 33 hot rod.
Is it my imagination, or did it fade into black, the paint job?
Yes, it does fade to black. Right here, it kind of fades a little bit. The way they painted it, it does have a little bit of a fade. In the bright sun, you really see how they've done it. But once this goes at 40 kilometers beside you, 40 miles an hour beside you, you won't notice the fade.
Yeah, it turns from that blue to navy and then black.
Mm-hmm. And I got a couple side comparison to do. We can look inside the chassis. I did plug in a battery in it just to turn on the lights. The battery is in there also. We can actually turn it on. I have not even tried it yet. I picked this up last Friday, I believe it was, and I still haven't tried it, like on the road. So that's how much I've been busy doing other stuff.
I wonder if anybody's ever taken one of those bodies in real life and actually made a four-wheel drive version of it.
Yes.
Yes. Of course, you see a lot of that down where you live.
A real version of four-wheel drive, real version of that? Probably.
Yes.
Yeah. Yep. I've
Probably
seen them.
people probably made monster truck out of it also.
Yeah, because it's just a kick body.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's a fiberglass body on
Yeah,
that one.
factory
for that version.
5, right?
I wonder what
Yes.
all-wheel drive chassis they could put it on.
Hey, Spin Rush, how are you?
It'd be cool to put it on like a Outback or something like that.
Oh, a Subaru.
Yeah.
Well, that's why they do so many different kits, so many different bodies for everybody to just modify them and just have fun with them. So, participant, who's there? We got a lot of people in there. Bob's RC's there. Bulgare RC Video. Cody is there. Vandenberg, Jeremy Kicks, Joe Girding, Kevin Gibbs, Kurt's RC, Magnified RC, RC Athlete is in the chat and in the video. RC Basher Boy's there. RC Recreation is there. Spin Rush is there. And Nightbot just arrived.
Spin Rush, is he going to get on the video with us? He's always on the video with us.
I have no idea.
He might not be on lunch yet.
Yeah, true. Might not be on lunch, and the Olympics are over, so now he's back to work.
Yep.
Oh my gosh.
Hey, last long time he didn't come on.
I have a question for you, American gentlemen. Somebody in the chat says they just ordered a howitzer to go with their fire caps. Can you actually order a howitzer if you live in the States?
I don't know that that's possible unless it's plugged.
Well, maybe if you have like a license, you have to have some kind of special license.
Fuck off, really.
Do you want to see one? Oh, no.
No.
Okay, what's a howitzer?
It's a
artillery
gun.
piece.
Okay, why don't you all speak at the same time?
Civilians is what it is.
Hello,
It's a-
Jake.
Hello.
It's a
Hey,
very
Jake,
large piece of artillery, Frank.
Okay.
You tow it behind a truck.
That's what she said.
Or there's another version of it that is actually a tanked vehicle.
Yeah.
They have them over in Korea.
Yeah. I keep forgetting about that one.
Yeah.
They shoot nice big shells.
That's what she said.
They shoot them really, really far.
Cool.
Yep.
She did.
Just checking the chat real quick. People are already using the shout out. If you put shout out in one word, you will get a link that will show up to your channel. And like that, people can go sub to you if you need more subs or a shout out.
Shout out.
You're
Gotta
just
type it.
walking a parking lot, it looks like.
I was wondering if anyone had a large RC boat.
How large?
What do you consider large?
Hold on, I gotta mute myself. Well, I'll show you how large.
That's what she said. No, wait. That's what he said.
Oh, he wants to go over Niagara Falls.
Oh, it's a Niagara.
See,
Get a recoil. Get an Aquacraft recoil. It'll do it. I swear.
He wants something like 3 to 4 feet.
Yeah, but if you send it down the falls,
It'll
maybe
break.
it will survive and you can keep driving on the bottom.
There's out there both a 48-inch and a 60-inch, a 5-foot long Miss Geico. Get that.
Yeah, if it survives, I think he'd still get in trouble from driving it over the falls.
That's the issue.
Yeah, you know how much money you make off the YouTube video. He wouldn't care about the fine.
Look at all those people over there. And you're on the Canadian side too.
I made $1 million.
I am, because our friendly neighbors to the south won't let us over yet.
And they're rebuilding the United States side. They're really picking up the building stuff there.
Yeah, but on our side, it's way prettier.
Yeah. US side sucks.
Well, that's why they're redoing it. They're going to put a theme park there and everything.
But you get the mist and we get the water.
Yeah.
Hello, Spin Rush.
And we get to see
everybody,
the
how
Veil
you guys
very
doing?
good.
He's home.
Yes, I'm home.
Oh,
I've been off for about 2 weeks now, and again, as Tank mentioned earlier in the video, we just finished up the Olympic Games here in Tokyo, and gosh, from August 24th, the Paralympics will start from the 24th to September 9th. So we still have a little bit of security out here.
Oh, yeah?
Hey,
It's
Spin
been
Rush.
great. Oh, that is beautiful. Oh my God, Brad, that looks awesome.
Thanks.
I love the color on the wheels.
Yeah, well, Brett doesn't like the body, but he likes various little other things on it.
Surely a body.
I like this body. I think it's a good looking body.
I think it's just too clean. Needs dirt. Add dirt here.
When it stops raining, because it's been thunderstorming badly here.
While it's raining.
Thunderstorming.
So
that's
Look at
beautiful.
the pretty lights.
I don't want to be struck by lightning.
You only get hit once.
Kevin Gibbs asked, does anyone have the Rock Hobbies Jeep? I personally don't.
Don't they have 2 of them? There's the big one, and then there's the 12 scale now.
I have no idea, honestly.
Yeah, I did a review on that Rock Hobby Jeep. It's nice. It's friggin' nice. I don't have it.
Even the 12 scale's nice.
Yeah.
I want that 1/8, I think it is. The one that's playing.
No, it's 1/6.
Yeah, I think it's 1/6.
I want that
1/6.
so bad.
Yeah, it is nice.
They have a 12. They have a 12 scale one, Lyle, too, but and it's like I don't know how much cheaper it is, but it's not actually. I'm surprised the 12 scale is not that much cheaper than the bigger one.
The big one's well priced. I think it's like 400 Canadian. I don't know what you guys think on there, but it's cheap.
So it seems like Spin Rush, you got your cars squared away for racing. Are you racing it, or is your buddy going to race it for you?
Sugs RC, he was for the shakedown video that I just uploaded recently. He did the driving since I was doing the film work. The car is just amazing. Again, this was my first associated build, and I really discovered that the car is very neutral. Again, in the future, I'm looking to try other cars, whether it's X-Ray or Schumacher or Yokomo or even the Losis, to see how they differ in handling. But again, very neutral car.
Yeah, you gotta love that for
Did that drive in reverse?
Yep, and especially when you're going to be driving it on clay, most likely.
Yeah, I know Japan is really focused on the indoor carpet and outdoor carpet. Again, they use these kind of thin tile carpet squares to create their tracks. And yeah, I guess that's just pretty much the norm here. I don't know, the difference in cost when it comes to building a clay track versus a door track and indoor. Most people would imagine that indoor is the most expensive, but I think clay is, I don't know. I don't really have.
Maintenance. I know that the one of your famous places, famous hobby
Brad.
stores.
Okay, keep going, Brad. Sorry.
Hobby store. They have a clay track. It is indoors. It's covered, but it's a clay track.
Okay.
Cool. How many of you have on-road cars?
Hey,
Okay.
That's not bad. A lot of people have on-road cars.
I want to say that my Arma is kind of an on-road because it didn't come with aggressive off-road tires.
It's a buggy, no?
It's a truggy.
Truggy?
But yes. And of course my toys.
So now
All your cars are on road, Brad.
No, they're not.
You don't take them to the skate park. They're all on road.
I know. Just because I don't take it to a skate park doesn't mean they're on road.
So now, Brad, we're going to have to get you a TTO2 or a TTO1.
I would like that. I wish I could get the car I had years ago before the 90s. I had a Super Shot. Wish I had the money for it.
You can't have that. Don't exist no more.
Yo, it actually does. There's one at my hobby store, and they say brought it back out again, and it has full ball bearings, 24 of them.
No, it's too expensive, Brad.
I know.
You're going to have to stop smoking. You're going to have to stop eating, and then you'll be able to afford it.
Eating's where I'm at, not smoking. I don't smoke.
Okay.
I don't smoke anymore. The cigarette does.
Uh,
I don't smoke any less either.
I quit every night when I go to bed.
But there's a lot of on-road cars out there. That's for sure.
Yes.
Let's start sharing the screen real quick.
And that even includes the drifters, the two rear-wheel drive drifters.
Ooh,
Yeah.
here we
and
go.
all-wheel drive. I've got all-wheel drive.
Yeah, there's all-wheel drive drifters too, but most people like using the rear-wheel drive chassis.
So they do have some rally cars. The rally car, this one, the 110th, that's kind of big. It's built on a slash chassis.
I have that.
It's a lot of fun, but it's bigger, way bigger than the other ones.
I like the gray. I like the body on that one. It's gray in color, grayish silver.
Yeah.
Gunmetal. I like that.
So they still have the Fortec 2.0. I don't know for how long they're going to have it, but they did come back out with the Fortec 3.0 now.
Your mic seems buzzy. I don't know if it's
your over modulation.
Oh yeah.
Might be a little too close.
Don't forget, they just came out with paints of their own.
Let me check my audio settings.
There you go.
Traxxas just came out with their own paints.
Okay. I'm going to put the automatic mic control, so if I speak a little too loud in it, it will bring me back down.
Ooh, that's
Okay.
too much.
That's too much?
Too much drop.
Pardon?
Let's see that again. Okay. I won't speak too loud in the microphone then.
Don't try and eat it while you speak. That's all.
Yeah, sorry.
Yeah, that was the issue.
It's
I
not
think you're right on top of
man.
Yes, I was going like this with the microphone, and
That's exactly what it sounded like.
Yep, that was it.
so they do have some different on-roads. They even have one that goes very fast, which is supposedly still the fastest car, the ready-to-run car you can get.
Out of the box, yeah.
Out of the box.
So
Yes, I know some Arma people really beat this speed, but not out of the box. So
Yeah.
out of the box, they have the fastest as far as I know.
Thomas Downey said you can drift the Vortex with tires. Yes, to a point. All-wheel drive is more of a controlled power slide compared to a rear-wheel drive drifter set up for actual drifting.
Ah, come on now.
I can say that.
So-
I've got all-wheel drive drifters right there. So
You can
So
always,
are
take,
you telling me
you
that
can always take
people,
the front drives out.
people in real life, when they're drifting with a 4x4, it's a power slide? It's not real drifting?
Yes.
yes, it's not as controllable as a rear-wheel drive.
yeah,
Even though they have that brake, the hand brake that they use all the time too for braking.
Yep. That don't matter if it's in a front wheel or rear wheel drive or all wheel drive, even with the handbrake. The
Okay.
all wheel drive is still more of a power slide because the front is still pulling the car out towards the outside of the corner.
Yeah.
Where with the rear wheel drive, you can control the front better and bring it back in a lot easier.
Hey, who in real life has a front wheel drive drifter?
Japan.
I can make
Front
my
wheel
car
drive
drift.
drifter?
A front wheel drive drifter. I mean, they're light in the back. I mean, technically, if you think about it, you could drift it because
Yeah.
the rear wheel drive will loosen in the back.
PVC.
We'll get back at drifting a little bit later. I do have the Sakura 3 Racing tab there. We'll cover drifting a little bit. But see here, they did come out with the Fortec 2.0 VXL chassis. So the VXL does come in the Fortec 2.0, but with no body.
All right, I got one.
You got one?
Is it there a VXL 3.0?
Not yet.
No.
No.
You got the truck too.
Yeah, well, the truck is the dragster truck. So they're saying that's an on-road, but it could be an on-road.
It is, but you could also drag for pulling on dirt. They also do drag pulling for drag racing on dirt, believe it or not. There,
Yeah, any of these cars you can actually use for drag. It's just it's a different class of drag racing.
Oh yeah.
So there's the Corvette. I love what they've done with the body with the Corvette because it's no body post and it looks so nice.
Yeah, it does look nice.
It does look nice.
They do have magnetic. They have magnets to hold the body, correct?
No.
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 It's a little clip here.
There's a clip in the front and clip in the back.
Yep. If you would have watched my video, Brad, you would probably have noticed that or heard that.
I just forgot about it because I do remember
Okay.
that happening.
Just kidding.
Oh.
Just toying with you. But if you notice here, notice, and I have to publish my friggin' video. I videotaped it a week ago, and I still haven't published it. But anyways, notice how the the receiver box. I'm talking too loud
Receiver
again.
box.
Yeah.
Receiver box.
The receiver box is on top of the servo here. But if I actually go on this guy,
It's next to it.
I like the gray.
receiver
I like
box
the gray
is
one.
next to it.
The gray silver one. The gunmetal is really nice.
Yeah, but I'm talking about the receiver.
I know.
box. Now, Kurtz, I think you got the gray silver one, right?
Yes, I do.
It is so. It's very pretty, that color.
Cool. So the chassis is actually 1 millimeter, 1 centimeter, not 1 millimeter. It's 10 millimeter longer than the Corvette one. So this chassis is 1 millimeter longer.
Really?
Yeah. The wheelbase is actually longer than this guy.
That means they have 3 different length chassis.
Yeah.
What do you mean 3 different? Which one is different?
Because it's still the 3.0, so how could it be longer?
No, I think he means for the Vortex in general, they got the 2.0 and then the 3.0.
Yes.
The 3.0.
Yeah, and then you got 2
Yeah.
different lengths in the 3.0. Since you said you got the dragster
That is
and it's
correct.
1 millimeter, so therefore there's 3 different length chassis technically, even though it's under one of them's under the 3.0.
Yeah, and the tool one, there was the one that came out last year there, the hot rods for the tool
Oh,
company.
the snap-on ones.
Snap-on, yeah.
Snap-on, yeah.
I'm not sure which chassis they're
It's the
using. They're probably
3.0.
using,
They're off the 2.0, and I believe they're
No,
No.
they're
Yes.
longer.
no.
no, they're longer.
It's the 3.0.
They're in
Is
between they're actually in between or bigger than the 3.0, they said.
Oh,
Yeah.
You can't use all the parts. That's why people are trying to sell them now, because you can't use the 3.0 stuff with the tool one. It doesn't fit. Chassis
Even
don't fit.
even though I can't believe you can't use one of their gearboxes on them.
Well, you
Either.
can use them type of parts, but I'm saying as far as the chassis goes,
Yeah.
Uh-huh. Well, then that would make 5 different chassis on the Vortec chassis.
Probably, yeah.
Now,
There's-
what I
there's-
understand,
Ooh,
the
that was a
hot
nice
rod
color.
bodies are the same length. Because I've had someone that has one of the snap-ons and the 3.0 and put them he swapped the bodies between the two for wheelbase size, and they were the same.
For the hot rod one?
Yes.
Probably.
So that means it was a pre 3.0.
Yes.
Yeah, it was early.
So otherwise, the other difference here, like Brett mentioned a while back, the shocks. These are the mini Revo shocks, and these are the regular Revo shocks. They're a little bit bigger.
Yep.
But that's because the tower is different, and they brought everything down because of the hot rod, because the way the suspension is made, because of the fenders and all that, which I had trouble on my Ford truck also. I had to change the suspension in front.
Well, if you think about it, a hot rod's shock, when you see them, they're actually smaller than a usual shock on a regular car.
Yeah, it makes it look it makes it look a lot more scalmy.
Yeah, it does.
Makes it almost a low rider.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. I just think they could have gone a little bit better with the shocks, though. They could have done something a little better.
God, I really like the gray one. The gunmetal one is really nice.
I really like the blue one. Man, I really like the blue one.
Hey, Tanky, maybe you should get it.
Yeah.
Oh, never mind.
And now he has a black one that he homemade himself.
Homemade?
Homemade.
Hey.
No, this comes in blue, black, and
gunmetal.
Yeah, I wish they could have put the radio box on top like they did with the Corvette, but
do you know what that add? Look, running through water. That adds that ends. So whatchamacallit? That adds. You have center of gravity goes up when you do that.
Yeah, but it's still, you can't, when you put the radio box up like that, you can put a longer motor in the ESC, scoot everything down a little bit to go faster. But now you can't you got to get rid of the radio box completely.
And it is a completely different radio box. It is not the same.
Yeah, it's different. And they did it because of the body. The truck body and the coupe body have that long front nose.
Mm-hmm. Oh, well, yeah, it really makes a difference. Like, I took the body off the Corvette at the hobby store and I put mine beside. And man, just because of this nose here, it really makes a difference on the length.
I definitely think the Corvette's probably got a lower center of gravity than the hot rod. So
I'm not sure.
That hot rod reminded me of
height.
the scene from Grease. Yeah. You remember that scene with John Travolta in the movie Grease when they had the hot rod and they were going down, I think they were racing down the riverbed?
Yeah.
Kind of reminds me of that.
Okay.
Yeah, well, the Corvette one would be lower center of gravity regardless because the body's lower.
But here's another one that I like to talk about, and I wish and I hope, and I've been hoping for the last 5 or 8 years now that they come back, is HPI Racing.
Seem to slowly be coming back.
The what?
They seem to slowly be coming back with their off-road stuff.
Yes. Like they've came out with this body this year, a couple bodies this year.
People like that BMW body.
They used to have such nice bodies. So
the Sport 3 right there, the RS4 keeps popping up.
Yeah.
I like that yellow and black one. That looks nice.
Look at the old GT. Look at the old GT40.
Sprint 2 Sport right here, HPI.
Spotlight for everybody. That's a what?
HPI Sprint 2 Sport.
It's not the one with the cantilever front shocks, is it?
No.
I've had this thing since 2013.
Okay.
And I've got 5 more as spares in my cabinet over here. So
do you think they'll bring back the Sport one eventually? Because that is a good looking chassis.
Here's another one.
I think it'd be cool to have the one with the cantilever front suspension on it.
Now, there's a lot of difference between yours and mine. I'll open up mine and like that people can actually see it.
Now yours is the 4, right?
RS4, yeah.
Yep.
I'm saying that's the Hoonigan version of it, right?
Yep.
Yeah,
the new GT Mark II from Tamiya is really nice.
There is a little trick I want to do with this one because, man, I just hate the rocks get stuck in the steering on this thing.
Yeah, I dealt with that too. when I race this thing, on the inside, I'll put tape across these holes.
Okay.
And then I also have made a guard to go around the spur gear to keep rocks out of that.
You know, I'm surprised HPI didn't make guards to protect from all that stuff.
It would have been nice, yeah.
All right, guys, I gotta jump off. I gotta drive. So.
Oh, okay.
All right,
Later.
Jake. Bye,
Hey,
Jake.
I forgot about him.
Trying to
Yeah.
find my right camera, but I don't know where it's
Don't worry, Brad. I will make sure no wolves get me.
Okay, are you gonna be back later? Are you gonna be back later?
Probably not.
Oh,
There it is. So what I want to do with this thing is there's a gap underneath the steering servo,
Yeah.
right underneath. The rocks get there all the time. So what I want to do is I want to put a piece of foam there. So the foam is going to stop the rocks from going in there, but it's still going to move within the foam. So I'm going to try that with this to actually stop the rocks from going in.
I could
You
see
like doing that?
Hey?
Like that?
The Vortec does the same thing.
So, in other words, you want to take some foam and cut it out where it moves inside the foam, so it won't get.
Brad, look. Like that.
Yes, similar to that, yeah.
Yeah.
Put it right under there.
Okay.
So, like I said, I put tape on the inside to block the holes, which helps out a lot on this one.
Yeah, but like you notice, there's a big difference on that chassis and this one. This is all plastic, and yours seems to be a little bit more race friendly or whatever. And you're belt driven, and I'm
Your shaft.
dry shaft. And the dry shaft actually comes out of the bottom of it.
And it's solid. Yeah, you got a solid bottom there.
Yep.
What, you know what? Believe it or not, one of the Tamiya chassis has where the shaft has its own case inside, and you put it in there, and then you put a block against it. You know, it gets brought up to where it meets the differentials, and it's covered, and you can open up to easily get to it. You can open it up and at the bottom of it, and then get to it.
Now,
this thing is so low to the ground.
Yeah, Magnified said something which is true, because there are different versions of the RS4.
Yes.
Because I had one also that was belt driven as well. And he said RS4 was a belt driven chassis with the 2017 brushed racing motor.
Yeah, this is RS4 Sport 3 for this one.
Yep. I got another one here. Which one is this?
And I've hit a lot of curbs with it.
So you got a lot of road rash.
Yep.
That's
my rims. Hey, that's what it's
early RS4 right there.
Is that like from the 80s and 90s?
This one is from mid 90s.
I remember that one.
So yeah, that's a little different than your RS4.
Yeah.
I know that HPI is starting to pick up things. They're starting to put out things more regularly now.
It would be real nice.
Well, it's nice that they're actually starting to move things.
Well, it's because they've changed hands, what, 4 times?
Yeah, and now they seem to be settled. Yeah. They seem to be settled, and now they're getting things out there.
Yep.
Like to see
They've made him
112 flux come up.
This is a very nice body. What they've done with the unicorn.
Yeah.
Oh,
is it a thick? It looks like a thick body.
No, it's not that thick.
I like mine.
So does Frank. He's a Volkswagen guy. He likes the Beetle. I like
Just
that. Just
because I have one Volkswagen doesn't mean I'm a Volkswagen guy. Come on now. I like the Beetle because of Herbie the Love Bug. Other than that, like
there's a classic.
It's a bug. Yeah, it's a classic.
But believe it or not, those things are going up in price in real life.
Well, yeah, because they stopped making them again.
Yep. Yeah. Again, yes. They were going up even when it was out, the newer one.
HPI is expensive.
Yeah.
It's not cheap, but it's not the most expensive, but it's not the cheapest.
Yeah, but it's a very good quality. They used to be very good quality.
Yeah.
I know that they're bringing back a lot of their old ones, but they're improving everything on them.
Yeah, I have seen some of the re-release versions with the newer bodies on them, and the bodies still look just as good.
Good.
But I also know that they've also enhanced the chassis parts and suspension pieces.
Not so much, really. It's all the chassis is all about the same.
Love that Winnebago in the background.
There's so many Winnebagos I'm seeing on left and right these days. I saw another one with which said, "Oh, I just bought myself one of these. I bought my Tonka one," and they have another one.
I've seen a lot of people buying Winnebagos also in this area.
I didn't know that that relatively available. That's what you're seeing.
Yeah. So if we go back to share screen.
Do not gear up your Traxxas either. You'll burn it up.
Well, I thought there's a spare gear that came with it.
I geared mine up a little too much and smoked the motor already in it. So.
Oh really?
Oh yeah.
So the other ones are Tamiya.
I have that body shell, but from Kyosho.
Oh yeah. So Tamiya has a lot of different type of cars that they have. And on-road trucks also and cars. So that's kind of cool. You can spend hours and hours on this website looking at all the different cars that they have. Oh, that reminds me, I got to build this thing.
You got to build a lot of things, Frank.
I got two right here.
Two of these?
I want one of those.
Two Tamiyas, yeah.
I want one of those, that Fat Fox right there, that racing.
What?
Yeah.
Oh, it's actually, it's not that one I have. It's the other one.
What Tamiyas?
The Gazoo, yeah.
What Tamiyas do you have, Brett, that you need to build?
No, I don't have any to build right now.
You got one of those, Brett?
I love the XR311. It's such a good looking vehicle.
Those are cool trucks.
I got the Gyra, and I've got a TL01 on-road chassis.
Hey Frank, go back to the XR311.
Why?
Because Kurt likes trucks. It's a truck.
Which one?
Go down. Bring down the pictures. No, bring down the picture. That one. There, right there. The third from the right. The second from the right.
That's an army truck.
Yes, and it's one of their first vehicles they ever made.
Yep.
That looks cool.
I believe, that is that was one of their first four, and they still make it to this day. It's an in-betweener. It'll do on and off road.
Okay.
Yeah. It does better on road. Oh,
yeah. That was the Watanabe version.
And I do have a couple Tamiyas. I do have this guy. Which some of you see.
Adorable.
Yeah, it's my little love bug. So, and I've done the roof on it. I painted the wheels white.
I like the rag top. That's cool.
Oh, I did want to let you know that they're thinking of making a series of Watanabe versions, even including a Grasshopper.
Now, this is the MO6, which is rear-wheel drive.
As it should be.
Yes, as it should be.
There's there used to be MO1, MO2, MO3, MO4, MO5, and MO6. Now you're going to see a lot of MO5 and MO6. So you're going to see a lot of that in the market. Every number that is a pair number is rear wheel drive. Any number that's not pair, that's odd number is not pair.
Front wheel drive. Even number is rear wheel drive. Odd numbers are front wheel drive. The latest chassis is the MO8 and the MO7.
Yeah. And again, MO7, MO8, you basically know which one is front wheel drive and which one is rear wheel drive. So there is a little bit of logic with the Tamiyas.
Yipper.
And you know what? They have different wheelbase on them for either chassis.
This is another one I have from Tamiya. This is my son. That was from finishing school in a couple of years back. I got that for him. It was a pre-built model. So LaFerrari pre-built, pro build. Which I find very weird. They say pro build and they did not put bearings in it.
Yeah, I know they do that. but you put ball bearings in it, didn't you, Frank?
I can't remember if I did on this one. I don't think so yet. So I'm waiting till the bushing actually go, and it's probably going to be this year. It's seen a lot of packs. So as soon as they're gone, I'm going to open it up and put bearings in this one.
And it's a good-looking body.
This is a TT02. Yeah, he's been taking care of it. He's got a couple road rash on it, but he's been taking good care of it. He's careful when he drives it downtown and on the curbs and all that. So
it's a very good, it's a very detailed Lexan body.
But this is a TT02 body. You can see some scratches on the bottom. So it's a nice one. Let's go back to the website real quick. Oh, what do you have there, Bill?
This is my old TA02.
Oh, nice.
TA02, cool.
You know what? They just redid one of those for a different body.
Yeah,
they're back out again.
I have raced the snot out of this thing with numerous bodies on it, and always ran the HPI tires, and it's been a fun car.
It handled better than you expected to, didn't you?
Oh, it handled great. As a matter of fact, I used to run it with a resistor speed control.
Hey, Randy, how are you doing?
Yeah.
And you know what? When they went to TA03s, they became belt drive ever since.
Oh, yeah?
That's a shaft drive. That's the last of the shaft drives of that TAOs.
Yeah, shaft drive. I also went to a Losi street weapon for a while. That one was fun.
No, Guru says, Tank, I think your son meant a real Ferrari he wanted. He actually wanted a Lamborghini, but I can't find a Lamborghini body.
Oh, those go for big money. Those go for big money, even just the body.
Yeah, I know. So I got him a Ferrari instead. He wanted a supercar.
Really?
So
actually, believe it or not, the LaFerraris could.
Brad, wait, Lyle, try that again, please.
I had an HBI Lamborghini, and it was not a lot of money.
Okay, but when I'm saying nowadays it's hard to find a Lamborghini body nowadays.
In this pile over here somewhere.
The LaFerrari is considered a hypercar.
A hypercar and not a supercar?
Yeah.
It's beyond a supercar. It's a hypercar.
It's over 200 miles an hour, I think.
Yeah.
Yeah. There are some of the drift companies or drift body companies, they do have a Lamborghini body, but they go real quick.
Yeah, and they're not as detailed as the Tamiya ones that they came out back.
That's right.
Back. No, they're not. Some of them, there's a couple of them, I can't remember the brand, but they are pretty well detailed, but they're nowhere near the Tamiya detail.
Mine was an HPI. I also had the one Smokey and the Bandit, the Firebird from that movie.
Okay. Yeah, the one from HPI, like Magnified is saying, it's a Lamborghini Countach.
Yes, and the Countach is a well sought after body.
Yep.
Yeah.
Who knows? The Tamiya may come back out with it and shock everybody because everybody would love to see that car again.
What is it? Plastic? Delta Plastic? Are they the ones that make a?
They've got a Diablo, and they've got a couple others, but they're not very well detailed.
Yeah.
You know who has good bodies? Charisma has some really good bodies.
For on-road?
Charisma.
For on-road cars?
Yes. Remember that one that Sean got? That was a very detailed body.
Not sure. So another guy that does on-road that are pretty affordable are Red Cat.
Yeah.
except for yours, except for the.
Yeah.
That's their most. That's in their top 3 most expensive chassis.
See here, Brad, $797 for this one. This is the special colored one, the special paint job.
And it's in the top 3 most expensive of the Red Cat.
Yeah. So
Is that Canadian or US?
This is Canadian,
That's
I believe.
Canadian.
It's still going to be over $600 US.
Yeah.
And on top of that, you still have to pay shipping from them. Like this does not include shipping. But here, $225 for this for the Lightning, $239 for that one, and $225 for the Lightning STK.
You know that Thunder Drift reminds me of the Bulldog Aston Martin front end.
Oh yeah.
Yep.
Yeah, those are actually a fun little parking lot basher.
The Thunder Drift?
Yes, it is. It's a belt-driven car. It's actually a fun little car. We run the Lightning STKs in a race class.
Hey, Brett, doesn't that jet body in the front look like a variation of the Bulldog Aston Martin?
A little bit, maybe. But yeah, that's a fun little chassis to mess around with in a parking lot. There's no real aftermarket support for it. There's not a lot of hop-ups for it, but as it is, it's a fun little piece. It's very well balanced.
Okay.
And I like that color.
Yeah, that's the only color they have now. They had that blue, red, and
Now, Brad, if you had to choose between a Tamiya or this, which one would you take?
Tamiya.
Really?
I used to have Tamiya on-road cars.
Question.
I had some Tamiya on-road cars. I had an FF01 and I had a TL01.
Oh, you had all the nice ones.
The ones they don't make anymore.
I like that Civic body.
A lot of people like the Carnegie. I thought the Mustang when it came out a couple of years ago was very pretty body because of the colors and the details they used on it.
We're gonna get out of Tamiya because like that, Brad is gonna stay quiet. So another one that does Drifter is 3 Racing.
They also do on-road racing, and they have a mini series as well.
And the crawlers, looks like they got crawlers too.
They have a lot of different types. Like I was going through the list there. Man, there's a bunch of them.
Free Racing. I never even heard of them.
What's the name of the company?
Sakura. Free Racing.
Oh, I've heard of Sakura. Sakura.
From Free Racing from Sakura.
It's actually Sakura.
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 Okay.
It's one of the popular drifting chassis.
M4 Pro, M4 and M4 Pro. Those are the smaller chassis, right?
Yes.
So they're like M class cars from Tamiya, I would assume, in size.
Yep.
Yep. And they are fun. They have an all-wheel drive, front-wheel drive, or rear-wheel drive.
I've never had a belt-driven.
It's nice that they have all 3 types of drivetrains.
Yep.
And I'm sorry to say, they run circles around any of the Tamiya M series. And
I'm sure they do.
And a fraction of the price.
Because when you look at this chassis, it looks way more evolved than the M chassis from Tamiya.
Yeah, how much is that right there?
Tank, I just only now got your notification of the live stream tonight.
Oh, good on you.
but you managed to get on early for you.
I got the email early, but the YouTube thing just came in right now.
How much is that, Tank?
It doesn't say. It doesn't show a price. I'd have to look at the at a different website to actually see the price.
I can't believe they make crawlers.
Yeah.
Let's just send out the manufacturer.
If you look on
hobby stores, huh?
Tank.
Look
Can
under
you click on
Turnigy on their website. They sell those, and I believe they're under $200 for them. Well,
Ben Rushy.
Tank,
Rushy should be
100.
Can you go back? On the main screen there, the picture is sliding through. No. Just the center pictures there. It said, okay, and hold on, let the picture slide a little bit. Okay, maybe one more to the next dot. There's going to be, I think it said Sakura. This one here, Kit Advanced SK FK8.
Yeah,
Okay.
That's my car. That's my real life car right there.
All right.
So I'm probably gonna buy it now.
And you buy that means it's Sakura or Sakura, whatever you want.
$100,
Yeah, the Kit Advanced
$104 US price.
Yeah. I'm gonna have to buy that now.
I tried to copy and paste it. That's fun.
No, but for that kit, $103 or $104 US.
I wonder how much that is in Japanese money. In the end,
it's about 11,000 yen.
Yeah.
But the shipping nowadays is about average about $40 if it's for example Federal Express or DHL 3 day, 3 to 5 business days.
Sounds like Australia.
They're actually based there, so you can probably find someone local that has that in stock.
Yeah.
Oh yeah. I'll have a look at it.
And then you're gonna make it, and then you go to a drift track now.
I mean,
FK8 body set.
I still have one 3 racing chassis. It's all-wheel drive drifter.
$103 USD. That's not bad.
Yeah, that's easy.
That
Spin Rush
doesn't have electronics. It's just a chassis kit in the body.
Yeah, I'll get the electronics for it.
A Spin Rush, you're going to have your friends shake down it too.
Definitely.
Another one that's been making headways is MST. They've been making a lot of different drift cars and different on-road cars.
There you go, Frank. A Gallardo Lamborghini, the FX 2.0 S kit with that nice gray gunmetal color. Yep, that's a Lamborghini, Frank.
When did they come out with that guy?
Not too long ago, actually.
Show that to my son.
That's a Gallardo.
That's a Gallardo. Yeah, that chassis is one of the higher end, if you will. FXX is a very nice drift chassis.
Oh, look at that! They even got
the full drift.
Brett, it's a front motor, shaft driven, rear wheel drive drift chassis.
Yeah.
And it has, look at that. It has disc brakes.
Yeah. The motor goes right in the front here. That's kind of cool.
Yeah.
Wow.
Even though the car isn't front
version. That's the second version of that chassis. The first version, I have driven those, and man, do they drive so nice.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah,
even though
really balanced.
Even though the Gallardo is either rear or all-wheel drive.
Yeah, but I don't care. If it's a drifter, it's a drifter. I don't care.
What does that cost? That one's got to be money.
Hold on. I say $400. I'm gonna call 400.
No, they're not that expensive.
Yeah,
no, not that expensive.
Look how nice those rims are.
I know
Do they have prices here? Because some of the website I go to don't have prices, and I don't think this one does.
I didn't know MST had a lot of drifters.
I'd have to look at a different website for pricing.
I didn't know that was they had drifters.
MST FXX 2.0 S with the JZX body on it is $290 US.
Oh,
that's on eBay right now.
You can click the order button up there at the top. It should come right up.
It'd be on YouTube.
I'd send you to
it varies between $200 to $300 depending on what you get.
I would think the Gallardo one would probably be around $300.
Well, they have the kit.
Here we go.
They have it almost ready to run, and they have different versions. So it depends on what you get. RMXD, yeah, they've got a lot of nice drift chassis.
Yeah, look, they got two different. Look at that. They got the ready to run version of the Gallardo too, Frank, on the XBL.
Click on that red button.
That's an RMX. That's the chassis I used to have, except mine was actually the 2.0 or RMX S.
And then one's almost ready to run.
Please click on the red Mustang. Yeah.
Let's see if we got pricing this time.
That's almost ready to run.
Yeah, I still don't see the price.
Look how shiny those tires are.
This is a different chassis, though. This is a completely different chassis, but the same body, but different chassis.
It's a rear motor where you can run it low or high. That's what I had before with all my purple on it that I sold.
26 turn? That's
for
the
brush, yeah.
16.
Yep.
Holy shit.
It's a nice looking motor, though.
For that, honestly, the best bet is to get the chassis kit. Don't get the ready to run.
Yeah, you don't want to waste your money on the
You want the almost ready to run where you put in your own electronics.
That's the kit. The almost ready to run, you just add your radio.
Okay.
So you just want a kit version, get it that way, and put in your own electronics. A good 10.5 motor, censored ESC. It has timing, turbo, and boost on it.
And gyro.
And good gyro, a V4 from Yokomo. They're very good.
Still like that AMG body.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I like the Supra there myself for the R32.
And then there's the old Supra.
Yep. So.
Oh yeah.
So Frank, you're going to have to show that to your son, the Gallardo version.
Christmas is coming.
Oh, so you won't show it to him. You'll surprise him. You said you wanted a Lamborghini. Well, that's not the one I wanted. I wanted a Countach.
Kevin Gibbs says ready to run 419 US. Chassis kit is 199.
Wow, that's a big difference.
I can find the ready to runs less than that. I can find the ready to runs
say
just a
400.
hair over 300.
I did say 400.
Roy says 350 USD for the ready to run.
Yeah, no, if you go to Super G in California and they ship all over the place, they have all the stuff. Unless the prices have gone up from the last time I looked, they've got the best deals on stuff. Let me see what they got here.
My wife just came to me and she said that the back door is full of ladybugs everywhere around the door and everything like that. It's like a horror movie of all the ladybugs that are out there because of the heat and humidity we've been having. It's crazy how many there is.
Well, I hope we have a lot of aphids because that's what they do. They're a bunch of killers. Ladybugs are really killers.
Killers for what?
Aphids. They kill aphids.
Aphids?
Aphids.
What the heck is that?
In Ontario?
They're a type of insect.
You don't have aphids in Ontario, Tank?
I don't think so. I don't even know what an aphid is.
Right, you're lucky. They suck.
They suck?
And ladybugs are killers of them.
Little bugs that
Wow,
go
I guess
everywhere.
they did go up. Yeah,
The lady.
Ready to run is 349
I have
to
like
379
60.
depending on the body.
So to Lyle, the ladybugs are his savior because I eat those things.
Dragonflies are my favorite, man. I love dragonflies.
No, but if you have too many, if you have too many aphids, you want those ladybugs there to kill them all.
Dragonflies eat everything I don't like. I love dragonflies.
And they come in nice colors. They get iridescent color and everything.
Okay. RMS
AG Green.
2.0 classic chassis drift car is $124.99.
Okay.
And that's the base chassis for the RMX, all plastic, of course, but it's a very good piece right out of the box.
And this is MST.
Yes.
MSTs also make some pretty good crawlers too these days.
Yeah, a couple guys in Calgary have them. Both Chris of RCW and Rookie run MST chassis on their trucks. And they're very capable. Make the CC01 Wrangler body quite capable.
The MSTs, like they're capable. Don't they have one that has cantilever rear shocks?
I don't remember
that. I don't have one myself.
And they're not that expensive.
Well, that's
Brad,
true.
just out of curiosity.
$150 Canadian to get a 9.5-inch chassis.
What spin rush?
Just out of curiosity, recently on YouTube, there's been this new buggy. I think it's about 1/12 scale. I think it's called the Willie MB Jeep buggy.
Yes.
I saw that thing. That thing is so beautiful. It's a little bit of a crawler, and it's got those multiple gears and everything. But that looks really nice.
Do you know what? There's that company also makes one that's 1/6 scale of the same vehicle.
Oh, yeah.
Here's another one I forgot to talk about is the on-road from Kyosho.
Yeah. There's your champagne one that you're going to want to get, the GTO.
You also did forget one in the Red Cat realm, though, the Lightning.
That GTO looks nice in person. Very nice.
I took the box, I opened it up, and I looked in it, and I go, oh, when I picked up my hot rod, and I almost pulled the trigger, but I didn't.
I bought that too.
Well, Frank, Christmas is coming. You can get that for Christmas, Frank.
Nice too.
You're gonna get that one for yourself on Christmas, right? I like the color on that.
It is nice.
Frank's gonna get that in Christmas time.
All right, Brad.
It looks even better in person than the pictures.
Yeah, it looks more white and gray than champagne. I found in the box. I don't know if it was because the lighting of the store, but it looked like this. It really looked like this, and not what this actually shows the pictures here.
Yeah.
I do like that. I wish they'd do a 67 Cutlass, but
yeah. How about the 455?
455 is a motor, Brad.
Well, the version, the one that says 455 on it with that engine.
right up top there on the right.
It did a 72. I'd be getting one.
Oh yeah, that's the new one they just came out with.
Color-wise, yeah.
What is it? Oh, that's the black one.
It's the black Chevelle with the red stripe.
I still like the silver better.
Tuxedo black. No, that black one is sweet.
See, because this one has a bigger motor.
Super Sport.
I prefer the gunmetal grayish one better.
Tuxedo black.
Fern Solo, I think he's got the El Camino.
Okay.
Yeah.
He got that one. He got that color one. He got that colored one.
Show the El Camino.
El Camino?
Yeah.
That's tuxedo black. That's
Camino's nice.
Fuck yeah.
Elko.
I don't know. I like the GTO better in this one.
I like
El Camino in person looks good too, though. So.
Yeah, I've seen that one. I used to own an El Camino, so I got a soft spot for them.
Okay.
I don't like them slam though. They need to be a little bit of rake on the top, on the back.
A little bit of rake, yeah, but it's got to be down.
Yeah, you know what's nice about those? They cut with that. Even though they come with a brushed motor, it still will do about 30 miles an hour with that motor.
They're pretty quick for being a brush motor.
Yeah.
I like that it's the long chassis one. That I like.
A little more stable.
Isn't the GTO one a long wheelbase?
Yes.
Yeah.
Because if I get the GTO or even this one, what my thought is, I could do that with pretty much anyone. If I buy this one or even the
Chevelle.
Yeah, the Chevelle, the El Camino.
Yeah, El Camino. I can get this body. I can get the body from this guy
and put it right on there.
Put it right on there. Like even if I buy this one, I can buy the El Camino body and buy this body and just swap body, and I only have one chassis to deal with.
Yeah, because the Camaro is a shorter wheelbase.
Yes.
My sister had a Dukes of Hazzard 1-to-1 car. She drive me to school. Yeah.
Did you have the shorts?
Okay, what was it?
And the Phaser chassis handles pretty well from what I've seen.
It handles great.
Yeah.
I haven't driven one yet.
It handles really good.
Mm-hmm.
Do a lot of power slides.
62 miles an hour and doesn't spin out, just keeps going straight.
It's
69. What do you want?
It'll power slide nicely too.
I keep trying to talk Travis at the one shop into letting me drive the one he's got there, but he won't let me do it yet.
Oh no.
He doesn't want to mess it up. I'm like, I'm not gonna roll it. I just want to make 2 good passes. I'm not gonna turn it at speed. But He's more worried about the cars coming in out of his area than me driving it.
On-road guy, hard to see them at night. That's why you got to put a lot of lights on them, Kevin.
Yeah.
Bless you, Lyle.
Lights.
Wow, Lyle.
Sorry, Molly.
I missed that. What was that?
Lyle sneezed a lot.
Dude, I thought I was high before. Jesus.
Woo.
So Brett, 110 Hobbies has these two cars. Well, this one is not in stock, but he usually does have stock of this one, the RMX, and this one.
It's funny, those tires,
FXX.
even though I know even though they're for drifting, those are pretty looking because they're nice and shiny.
That's the FXX for $299. Is that Canadian?
Yes.
That's not a bad deal, really. If I was going to get either one of those two chassis, I would get the FXX this time instead of the FMX. Since
Okay.
I've already had the FMX. Nothing
Which
wrong
one
with the FMX at all. Just I like the way the FXX handles because of that front motor.
Mm-hmm.
Well, it lightens up the rear end. That's why you like it.
That's what she said.
That's what she said.
It lights up it lightens up the rear end. That's why he likes it. It's easier to draft.
You actually set it up like a real drift car, which is front motor, rear wheel drive.
Hey, I've seen drifting Porsches, and those are rear engine.
Right.
You look at what's in Formula Drift, FD in Japan, and all like that, and you tell me what the cars are, Brad.
They're usually front wheel drive, Silvias, and all that type of stuff.
They got everything.
Yeah, but
240s, Corvettes,
MR2s.
No MR2s.
You can rephrase that, Lyle. Rephrase it like just put FU and don't put the rest of the word, and it's going to go through the chat.
Did it get blocked? I could see it just fine. Did it get blocked?
Yeah, it did get blocked. It got flagged. It got flagged, and then I refused it.
Oh, thank you.
No problem.
Was someone being nasty to Lyle?
No.
No.
Just being normal.
Lyle was trying to be nasty to everybody else.
Yeah.
It's not nasty. How is that nasty? There.
Telling somebody to F you?
I said, fuck yeah.
Well, last time I did that, I didn't see my buddy for about 5 months. So.
Oh, you're still not seeing him because you screwed him up on something else, supposedly. I do miss Jack. I miss Jack.
I put him in timeout. He didn't like that.
For 6 months? Did he touch your wife? What the fuck?
Curtis, Lyle needs gummies. No, I don't think Lyle needs gummies. I think he needs another beer.
No, he's talking about weed gummies, no doubt.
The weed gummies. The weed gummies. You can kill yourself on those.
I don't eat them anymore.
Yeah, they actually they say eating pot's more dangerous than smoking it. So.
Oh, dude, if I eat 2 gummy bears, I'm not doing anything productive for like 24 hours. I mean, I can't do laundry. I'm not doing the dishes. I can't play video games. No, nothing.
If you were to overdose on pot, it's eating it. That'll kill you.
It's called
toast.
Anyway,
fantastic, but nasty, depending on how you look at it.
Like I said, Frank, in the Red Cat realm, you forgot the lightning for the on-road stuff.
Well, we did talk about the Red Cat. We did look at them, but we didn't.
Thunderdrift.
Yeah, we looked at the Thunderdrift, but we did talk about the Lightning. They were side by side.
It's not classified as on-road.
Yeah,
that's an on-road. It's an on-road truck. Yes.
Actually, I call it in between. I think it'll do both.
I can build it into a crawler, but I have like 30 crawlers and only have one on-road vehicle, so I'm keeping it on-road until I get another one.
I've seen that car actually makes a good trail truck, though.
Oh yeah, I'll make it into one as well. Just I need to get another one, but that's months away.
I got to check one of those trucks out the other day. I made it out to Desert Hobbies.
Oh, how
I had one on the counter, and very nice setup. I would not mind getting it if it had a different body.
Well, Lyle, I can't wait, Lyle, till you get here and I can go visit you at your house and see your collection, and you can come here and see my collection.
Yeah, it's going to be a good time.
Hey, Brett, did you see Bill?
Bring boats.
Yeah.
He said he was coming on
boats.
today.
Bring
He's
boats.
extremely busy right now.
Boats.
Oh yeah. Well,
Yeah,
I
Billy's
by
extremely
that time.
busy.
Sorry, Brett. Go ahead.
I said Billy's extremely busy right now. He
Yeah.
just launched that new website and doing a whole bunch of other stuff, plus getting ready for the event tomorrow, which is what I'm getting a bunch of vehicles ready for, including this motorhome, maybe the night hauler, the man truck. So I'm gonna take a bunch of stuff out there and give
So
them a
you're
hard
going to
time.
show up there with some vehicles?
Yeah.
Okay.
Where are you going? Are you going to where his hobby store is, or
Yeah.
going somewhere?
Yeah, he's having an event at his store tomorrow. He's doing a 24-hour marathon broadcast
Giveaways. So
and giveaways, like 10 grand in giveaways already. So he's
Yeah.
dealing with a lot of stuff with that right now.
I hope you get one of those 10 grands. You seem to always get everything else at really cheap prices.
no, it's
10 grand worth of stuff all through
I
the
know,
day.
I know. I could see you getting more free stuff or royal reasonably priced stuff.
I
Well,
think
he-
it's going to be mainly for the racers,
Right.
not for me. I'm not racing.
yeah. You got a whole bunch of stickers from him. That's what he told me.
Yeah, I got the stickers for you, for Kevin, and a couple others. I'll grab those and show you in just a second here.
You know what? I commented on one of his short videos today. I said they should nickname you Desert Bill.
Desert Bill. Thomas is asking a question. Is Canada still on lockdown? Not really. They did open up the borders. You can come through, but you have to be vaccinated, double vaccinated to come through with no problem. If you're not, you got to quarantine yourself. So
Yeah.
there is issues.
There you go, Frank.
Let me make you cool.
I mean, it's a good stack. So he's got all different colors. So I'll get with you guys and show you the colors and figure out which one you guys want.
Cool. Split them up and send it.
Yep.
What are you going to put? What color are you going to put on one of your vehicles?
I don't know. I'll probably get some more when I'm there. These are for just to send out to you guys.
What's next week? Monster truck? Maybe. I don't know. Last week was drifting. This week is
Last
on-road
week was
car.
drag.
So
Last week was drag.
yeah, that's what I meant to say. Drag.
I think we just had that drag event out in Las Vegas recently. Yeah. Something's birthday bash.
What about the Yokomo?
Yeah, you got Yokomo for drifting.
I
Yeah.
thought Serpent was starting to make some drift cars.
Well, not drift cars, but they do have on-road stuff.
Yep.
Well, that's true. They do have on-road stuff.
Kevin Gibbs says mine are already in the mail, Brett. I paid for mine. Give them to someone you know, but thanks.
I told you to wait, Kevin. Good grief.
So maybe John
Yeah.
Martin or want some from
Yeah.
Desert Hobby.
Sure.
Yeah. I'll get
Hey,
out there.
hey, Brett, I think you should tell him that I don't know if because he doesn't respond to that comment. I'm hoping he says, I'll take that name. Desert Bill.
If you guys are into the drag racing, you can actually go to his website. What's the website called, Brett again?
DesertHobbies.com, I believe.
No, the other one that he just put up.
Oh,
Pornhub.
RCJunkies.com.
RCJunkies with an S.com.
Oh, Junkie. I'm sorry, Junkie.
Junkie, no S? Okay.
Yeah, I'm trying to make
And
sure
you
it's
can
not
actually
going
fill out a form to actually be a team driver for them.
Yeah.
So if you want to drag race and have some fun, fill out the form.
No, it is. Yeah, it's rcjunkie.com, but it comes up on there saying RC Junkies.
Okay.
And what he's doing is setting it up where he's got a calendar so you can see all different events all over the place. US, Canada, anywhere. Tomorrow he said it should be set up where you can go in, set up an account so you can go in there and change it. Right now you can put stuff in, but you can't change the event after it's put in.
Hey, we're all RC junkies.
Show you real quick what the site looks like.
Yeah, he's going to be doing a buy sell trade section.
Oh, that's a cool sticker.
All sorts of stuff.
Yeah, and he is going to have some hats with this logo. He's going to have T-shirts. He's going to have a whole bunch of different stuff available for this.
Yep.
Is that what his sticker looks like?
Pardon me?
Is that what his sticker looks like?
No, right now, no. His stickers are from Desert Hobbies, but he is making some like this.
Yeah, he's going to be doing some swag for RC junkies. That's still in the works.
Yeah. So this is a brand new website. He started yesterday.
Yeah, it launched yesterday morning.
And if you have events, you can click on here. It pops up a new window. And you can actually add your own event or find an event. So some people have already started putting some events in there. So you can actually go see what's going on and see some different events at different places.
Hey, you put your ones on there too, Frank? You can put some on there?
I don't know. This is more US, and I don't know anybody I know in Canada that are actually going to that site, but I might put some of my events there.
Yeah, he said it doesn't matter if it's drag racing, on-road racing, crawling, whatever.
Yeah.
Anything's welcome to be put on there.
That's cool.
And he said he's going to have a buy-sell trade coming soon.
Yep.
And he says,
"Oh, that's cool."
Once he starts this, he says eBay is gonna be bye-bye. Like this is gonna be better than eBay.
He said crazy.
I hope so. I hope so. I hope it'll be safer too.
Yeah, that's the only thing that worries me is the safe thing. If you buy something and it's not legit what you buy, because there is some crooked people out there. What is your protection? So
yeah, watch stuff.
And then you can actually watch live some of this stream.
I'll put my Stampede on it.
Why? You don't like it?
No, I got two-wheel drive. I don't mess with the two-wheel drive one anymore.
Okay. Yeah, once you go 4x4, two-wheel drive there is not as fun.
My two-wheel drive Slash is a blast. I love that thing.
It's all I race.
Yeah,
hey, Kurt.
There's a big difference between a Stampede a 2x4 and a Slash 2x4.
Yeah, but that maybe Kurt still wants that Stampede from Keith.
It pushes. It goes so fast. It just can't really steer it.
Yeah, it's 31 miles an hour out of the box.
It's such a high center of gravity compared to the Slash. The Stampede is, especially the two-wheel drive. Yeah. It's got the skinny body, skinny chassis. It's not the same thing at all.
One thing's for sure, it'll definitely put the tail out if you want it to.
Oh yeah. It's very
light. My four-wheel drive, I just punch it and I can just turn the steering wheel and do donuts and let go of the steering and it'll just keep doing donuts.
Really?
Hey,
well,
yeah.
I have no problems with both. Most of my cars right now are two-wheel drive, but I only have one four-wheel drive, and that's my little trainer crawler.
I'm sorry you're having problems there, Swampers RC. He says Zoom keeps dropping him out.
Uh-oh. Not good, not good.
No.
I only have cold display.
What happened to me the other day with you?
Magnify says my HPI E10 as intermittent two-wheel drive. What do you mean? It's a 4x4. The E10 is a 4x4. What do you mean intermittent two-wheel drive?
He's got open dip.
Yeah, he's probably got a diff problem there.
I know that my fighter buggy is actually pretty decently handling rear-wheel drive buggy for what it is.
Me, I must have my HPI E10 is actually a drift right now, but it's a Jeep drift. So I must have the only Jeep drift here in Ottawa, as far as I know. I've never seen anybody with one.
Oh, so when is your Ottawa nighttime crawl?
Saturday.
I have a video of my Jeep drifting.
Not the same thing. This Jeep is like slammed down to the ground, and it's low rider, and it's kind of cool.
Oh, so you're down the lane is what
like the civilian model two-wheel drives they used to make back in the day. Because Willie's Jeep did make two-wheel drive. I mean, no, Jeep Willie's did make two-wheel drive things.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, they made two-wheel drive Jeeps.
What,
And a lot of them were.
What is it,
a lot
Lyle?
of-
You were saying?
You've committed a sin, is what you've done. If you slammed the Jeep, you've committed a sin. You don't deserve to own the Jeep. You should go out and buy a fucking car.
Oh, come on.
That's
now.
fired.
No,
It's,
you don't
it's a
slam
Jeep thing.
You don't slam Jeep. I can understand slamming a truck. I am a 4x4 truck guy. You can slam a 4x4. If you do that stupid shit where the front end comes up, fuck you. But you can't slam a Jeep.
Hey! You will make an exception for the two-wheel drive Willys they used to make. Then you could slam it because it's two-wheel drive.
I'm not as old as you, apparently. I don't remember that era.
I'll go get it.
No, but
He's going to go get
you
it.
would
He's-
accept the two-wheel drive Jeep being slammed because that's fine because it's
No.
two-wheel drive.
No.
But it's two-wheel drive.
If it's pre-2000, no. If it's after 2000, it's not a Jeep anymore. It's a Dodge, and I don't care anymore.
But Willys made two-wheel drive cars. They made two-wheel drive Jeeps.
Yes, they did.
That's again, it's before my time. I can't comment on that.
Hey, they were before my time, but I know about them.
You've probably seen plenty of them. That's why.
I don't believe they're not before your time.
Hey,
What do you mean? He's my age.
I'm only 52.
Oh shit, really? Damn.
Yeah.
Well, in case you're not here next week, man, great talking to you and everything.
Hey, here's my drift
You're
tip.
funny, Lyle.
I'll get you.
And on top of that, the steering wheel is on the wrong side. It's a Jeep that actually drives on this side.
It's a Jappy Jeep.
Yep. You see, Lyle,
Okay.
that is one of the two-wheel drive ones. That's what they look like, that body style. They
Yeah, but
that's
it's
a
a four-
two-wheel drive one.
There's like human hands moving it around. So.
This one is a 4x4 though.
Oh,
Oh,
well,
Oh
they
my
put,
God,
that
Lyle's
one was a
head's about
two-wheel.
to explode.
Yeah, and his brain's gonna go kaflooey.
Like this.
I think
thing
it looks good. I think it looks
down.
good. I think it looked better. I think it'd be better if it was two-wheel drive instead of the four-wheel drive, because four-wheel drive, you want to be able to go over
front or
things.
rear. Or you want the left side or the right side?
Yes.
Trying to catch up on the chat there. Sorry about that.
So am I.
Oh, I'm way behind, but I'll stay with these for on road. Thank you.
Oh yeah.
Unless he wants to make a 6x6 with one of those, then he can go off-road.
I guess Magnified doesn't like the E10. He says
No.
the HPI E10 is the only chassis I will deny owning.
Yeah, I'm
Well,
not a
Brett,
big
is
fan of
that
the
that's
E10
four-wheel
either.
drive, right?
Yeah.
All them back tires function.
That's what they call
Yeah,
a 4x6.
Yep.
But they do have aftermarket things to make those six-wheel drive, by the way, Keith.
Hey, Jack's in the chat. How you doing, Jack?
What's up, Jack?
Jack?
Yeah. You were saying though, my parents had a two-wheel drive Jeep. It was a 2007, 2008,
Oh, yeah.
something like that. Like a Cherokee two-wheel drive Sport. So they are still around as two-wheel drives.
That's a Dodge Durango with a Jeep body on it.
Yeah, probably.
No.
A cheap paint job.
No,
It is.
it's still the same chassis. So if you want, you can take and bolt in the transfer case and the front axle and be good to go.
Well, you can change the transfer case and transmission and motor and axles on any vehicle. As long as you know how to build suspension, you can do it.
I dropped it.
Ouch.
So there's a big difference between. Let me get this camera, and let's see if I can.
Tank, one day you have to teach me how to change cameras, because I got like 6 or 8 cameras now, and some of them have to be better than this thing that's in my laptop.
Yeah.
I just don't know how to change it. I've tried hooking them up, and nothing pops up when I plug them in, so I don't know what to do.
Once you plug it in, you go to your bottom. There's a little camera
now.
icon.
Not now. You're gonna bore the shit out of everyone.
Okay.
Hey, Frank,
Another time. We'll chat at another time.
hey, Frank, it's about the same length Yours is the same, about the same length as the Traxxas.
No, well, no, it's a good 3/4 of an inch shorter
The
wheelbase.
wheelbase?
Yeah.
Okay.
But the chassis is pretty close to the same length, almost. It's kind of cool. The front, but this one is way taller than the other one, and the body is way narrower. Like this body is friggin' narrow, way narrower than the Traxxas one.
Yeah.
You should take them both to the crawls and have someone drive one of each.
These
Have you
are
driven the Traxxas yet?
no, I have not driven. I have not driven it. Why take it to a crawl? These are on road, Brad.
You know what I mean. I call the crawl. You're crawling through the city at slow speeds.
He's talking about your
That's why
urban
you're crawling.
crawl.
Okay.
Urban crawl.
Urban crawl.
Urban crawl.
Mhm.
But
How does-
when you compare the this one with this one, now there's a big difference of size.
Oh yeah.
That thing's like 20 inches long or more, isn't it? The Red Cat.
Well, I don't think it's 20, but it's friggin' long.
I bet
It's
you
wide.
one it'd be longer though too.
Yeah.
And it's wide. Is it like
Wheelbase is actually wheelbase is longer than this guy.
And how long? What's left to right in width? 8 inches.
I don't know, Brad.
Because I think Brett, wasn't the Impala like 8 feet wide in that year?
that was
7.5 inches.
Yeah,
It's about
it's long.
8.5 inch wide.
8.5 feet wide in real life.
Yeah. Right around there.
I was in a demolition derby with an Impala once, but it
Oh.
didn't work out too good.
That sounds like
I mean, you could
in the 80s.
You could make a bed out of it, out of the width of the vehicle.
And for length, you're looking at about 20 inches. Yeah, 20, almost 21 inch.
Yeah. About a 20-foot car.
It was almost a deuce. It almost was
Yeah.
a deuce and a quarter.
But they look nice beside each other, though, because this is a long car in real life, and a hot rod is a shorter car.
Yeah,
I
it's
think it
probably
matches
scale.
pretty good for the size of them.
The real hot rod wouldn't be that much smaller than an Impala.
The Impala, even though it's a lowrider, it's still a type of hot rod. Even though it's, I think some people actually put big, powerful engines in them, regardless that they don't go very fast in them.
You can make an Impala move out.
But these
That's
cars
right.
are way bigger than that, though. It's crazy.
Didn't they once have a 427 in them?
You can push the Impala off the table and just leave the other truck there. That's fine.
Cool.
I know they did put over 400 cubic inches in them once, and they had a 409 of it too.
Yeah, they had 409, 348. I mean, I could list all the motors. They had
I swear-
sixes in them.
I swear they did have a 427 model.
Oh, yeah.
Yes, they did.
427, isn't that? That's a Chevy motor.
Yes.
Ford had a 429, which was
Yeah.
Curtis says the Impala was known to have a large trunk. Yes, it did.
Yeah, you could put like 4 bodies in it.
Probably 6.
Yeah, I think they can
6.
put more bodies in there.
And with an average of 6 feet wide, 6 feet long bodies.
Brad, believe me, 6. Personal experience.
Were they built like you or what?
Oh, we were sneaking people into the drive-in.
6 people your size or 6 people Brad's size?
Uh, 6 people John size.
John's size.
Jesus.
John's like 100 pounds lighter than I am. So, and 6 feet tall. I mean, you could put 6 foot tall people in the trunk.
I'm horrible
Oh,
at guessing
man.
people's weights. I can't look at them and say how much they weigh. I'm never right, not even close.
Yeah. Swampers RC says the Impala, the 64 Impala was a big car. I think it was like a big boat. Like to me, it's like when you're driving down the road and you're just
another name of them was land yachts, Frank.
land yachts.
Land yachts.
Oh, yachts. Okay.
Yeah.
I had a 62 Bel Air wagon. That was a big car. And the front end, back to the middle of the back doors, size-wise, was the same size as the two-door Impala Bel Air.
Did they have a
84 Fifth Avenue New Yorker with a 383 Magnum in it? That was a really good 2 years.
That's a big car.
Hey, the Impala wagon also had a seat that went up in the back, right? You could fit another 3 people back there.
Optional.
In a seat. Yeah, it was an optional seat for that. You could have 9 people in that car.
I've got a backwards facing rear seat in my wagon outside my Camry.
I'm just saying you could have 9. That was a 9-passenger vehicle if you wanted it that way.
All right.
Oh yeah, coming back to RC.
Hold as many passengers as you want. I once went in a Chevy S10 from Ottawa to Mississauga. There were 7 of us.
Oh yeah,
that's a tight fit.
No,
that's
thank
a tight
you.
fit in an
2 of us
S10.
were in the box.
Wow. So coming back to RC related topics.
That racing, bring up the Sen truck, man.
Look at that, the Lightning STK. It's
STK. That is what we run as a race class out here.
As an oval car?
Oval and on road, dirt and asphalt.
Oh yeah.
How's the STK?
They are a blast. They handle really well, and they're a box stock deal. The only thing we allow, you can put a lipo in it and change your plug to fit whatever lipo you're going to run.
Almost buggy wheels.
They're similar in style, yeah, but those wheels right there are no longer available now.
Oh no,
those are an odd looking wheel.
Yeah,
I
only
don't see a rim.
Huh?
I don't see the rim.
Yeah, it all blends into one. Yeah.
Oh, there it is. I see it now. Yeah.
Yeah.
Now it's got the light
The only
on.
way you get those wheels now is when you buy one out of the box. For the replacement, they've got a multi-spoke design and all, but it's the same tire.
Hey, did you run those on clay? Because that's the only reason I could see those tire treads working.
Oh yeah, we run them on a prep track. That M&M mile that I posted a video about. We ran them at the other backyard track, which was a clay backyard track.
Look at the purple accents.
Yeah, that's factory for them. That it's actually a fun class. The only thing, like I said, was changing the battery and connection, but you can only run up to a 50C 5200 lipo.
Well, what would and you use only the stock motor, which is a 27 turn?
Yeah.
Well, I with a 50C, I'm sure it's going to run faster than you expect it to.
It runs very well. We do have different bodies that we allow to be put on those. There's a couple different truck bodies and all. We use McAllister and a couple other brands, but that is one of our best entry-level classes. And at the last road race we had a very small turnout of drivers, but we still had like 18 of those as a class.
Hey, there's something for John to do. He could race one of those.
Yeah, I was just thinking that.
You were?
Now, what's the difference between this one and the other one?
That's a drifter.
Tires.
$20.
Just the tires?
Yeah, tires and body.
And
That's
rims.
Yeah, that's it.
Hey, John, you could go to your guys and say, hey, why don't we do this with this class with those cars?
They already have a class that's similar to that.
So you're thinking you might actually get into that with that car?
I didn't say that.
No, because he would have to get everybody in his group to buy Red Cat.
Yeah. Like I said, but you could probably almost run that from just what I'm seeing in our street stock.
They're a little small since it is a touring car, but you can get like a modified body or something like that to make a class out of it, to make an all-wheel drive modified class.
Oh, it's all-wheel drive?
It's all-wheel drive. It's shaft driven.
Okay, never mind.
Me in my area, it'd be easier to pick a Tamiya kit and make a class of stock only.
Yeah, like the trucks or something like that. Yeah.
Yeah, TTO2 or like the truck. Yeah, that's a good example with the truck. And a lot of people have been doing the truck for an on-road. I've been thinking of getting the IR system for the cars and actually starting that in this area. So I got to work out a deal with the hobby store or whatever. But I wouldn't mind starting a TTO1 or TTO2 class competition.
Hey, Frank, you go back down. Go back down. This the Audi A6 here, 91 A6. They have two different liveries for them now. There's another one coming out that's going to be silver and red, and then they have the other one that's white and something else.
Cool.
Just want to let you know. And it's based on a mid-sized car. The A6 is not that small.
That Dancing Rider right there?
Sold out.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, I wouldn't mind. It's if there's a lot of people that have them in Ottawa, and this would be fun to have a class of just this.
Yeah, they race those out here in Japan.
Yeah, you could do stock and modified of those. Those things can really move out.
Yeah.
That Volkswagen Type 2 T1 is beautiful.
Which one?
Hippie. The flower one.
Volkswagen Type 2 T1.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, I like that hippie look. It's all right.
Yeah, but that one's not on the that's not on the MO6 chassis, which it did come out with first.
Yeah, they came out with this on an MO5 chassis, which is front wheel drive. Like, why the heck would they do that?
Stupid.
It's crazy.
Oh, there's the new re-release of the Porsche. The white one's nicer looking than the turquoise one.
Yeah, coming soon.
That
Porsche so nice.
My 110 Hobbies ordered 2 of them.
Nice.
Frank may go over there and say, "Oh, I gotta have it."
Well, I told him one's for me and order another one if you want, but I'm sure I told him you will not get stuck with it. Like you'll sell it.
So you're actually going to buy one of those?
Of course.
And you're going to paint it? Are you going to paint it white? Like you're going to paint it like that?
It's probably going to be box art because that's a special edition one that only comes out. So I have to paint it that color.
It looks great in box art, doesn't it, Frank?
Some of them.
That one does. I agree. I would have to make that one box art if I had it myself.
But
I don't like box art normally.
Coming back to races, this is a small little motor, but everybody puts different ESCs in it. And now different people are putting brushless motor in there. So coming back to a stock class, it's easier to do it with a kit like a TTO2 because they come with the ESC and motor, and you can tell people run the stock ESC and motor and a certain type of tires.
Hey, Frank, it's a 370 motor in that in the Dancing Rider, and they do make a higher performance one. They have like a sport tune version of it too for that size.
I need to look into that for mine then, because I want more power. Yeah,
they have a sport tune. Go to. I think you could go to Tamiya based or somewhere else, and it'll show you the sport tune motor.
Okay.
I will have to look into that.
Hey, the Gazoo's not there. I didn't see the Gazoo go by. Oh well.
A lot of people are starting to get the Calibra one too.
Oh yeah.
Yep.
Let me mute this real quick.
But they're coming soon or sold out. Does that mean they're just having shipping problems?
Well, they probably are going to have all those Porsches sold immediately.
Well, the problem is this is Tamiya USA. It is not Tamiya Japan. So Tamiya USA has different stock than the other guy, but they don't get all the stock either. So they order some stuff, and you can buy some from them. Tamiya USA does sell its own stuff, and the hobby stores, when the hobby store buys stuff, they don't buy it directly from Tamiya USA. They buy it from Japan or from the distributor. So it's almost as if Tamiya USA, it's its own little branch, it's its own little thing.
I also want to tell you, if you live in the United States, I don't know if they'll do it for Canada, but in the United States, you can get each volume that they come out. There's 2 volumes a year. You can get them for free from them.
Oh yeah. See you later, Bobby. Bob's RC.
Just to keep that in mind, Kurt and everybody else, you can get those catalogs for free.
Cool.
I got my one Tamiya. I'm good.
You got your one. Which one do you have?
I have that. It was right on that first page you had.
Okay.
I don't even know how to say it. I
Okay.
haven't even painted the body yet or not.
Yeah, I remember you showing that a while back.
Yeah. One of my street cars.
I am currently, while you guys are talking, I'm trying to look to see if those cars are at my local hobby shops.
Which ones?
Just the Tamiyas that you guys were just talking about. But yeah, give me a second here. I have to see their new releases and information. They may or may not have it on their page.
Hey, Spin Rush.
Yes.
If you're in the hobby, you got to build at least one in your life in the hobby.
Yeah, I'm gonna come around to it. Definitely. Hold on a second. Let me see what's on their blog. No, you guys go ahead, keep talking. I'm just trying to see if I can find it by chance.
Oh yeah. We're all waiting impatiently here. Come on, find it.
Bated breath.
I haven't been to this track and this hobby shop for a while, but I know that they love those touring cars out there on the asphalt, and it's just it's been really, really hot. It's been like 41, 42 degrees out here in summer, and I just don't want to be out in the open. I've been like using indoor.
I heard in Finland, in the Arctic Circle in the summertime, it can be over 20 Celsius. I was surprised. I'm surprised. No, this guy is from Finland. They were doing crawling, crawling event, and they went up to the Arctic Circle where they did it in the summertime. Very nice area for you to do that type of crawling. And I asked the guy how warm was it up there, because he says he's in the Arctic Circle. I mean, in the summertime, and he says it could get up to like 25, 26 Celsius. Isn't that like 60, 70 degrees, something like that?
Oh, that'd be cool to build.
This is a nice on-road one, and to do some racing. A lot of people here use this for stock class. It comes with the ESC. It comes with the motor. The only thing you have to put is a servo and your transmitter. Your transmitter, yeah, and you're ready to go.
There's only one problem with these trucks. The rear wheels are very weak, and they will break.
And they got and the Lexan body is multiple pieces, so that adds to this. That adds to coloring them.
Yeah, they're a pain to cut out, but it's not a big deal. But the rear wheels, the centers are very, very prone to breaking, I'll say.
Oh yeah.
Sometimes we have a Super Hornet Super Hornet rims.
So, but they're a blast. I love mine, even though I ran mine Saturday and I couldn't drive it for squat. I can't drive road course.
Okay.
But it's a blast to run.
It sounds like you need more practice, Brett.
No, my hand doesn't go right. So it's physical limitation, not talent.
Now, some people have been saying that driving that one or driving the
flat nosed,
the cab forward one here, these ones,
Mercedes
are different. You drive them different, but they're not. They're the same thing. They're the same chassis. It's the
weight of the body on the cab.
The weight of the front end is heavier.
It's a lot different. I have both bodies. I've got that one and I have the Bagheera, and they also completely different.
They also have a Mercedes one now.
Yeah, they handle completely different.
You got to change your driving style because the weight's different. The transfer of weight. What, you like the flathead or the Bagheera?
Yeah. I like the Bagheera, but yeah, I got the Bagheera, which I showed before.
Sounds like Keith likes the flat one, the flat-faced one.
Here's the Man.
And you do have the Man also? Okay.
Yeah, and it is a totally different driving style. Yeah. You can tell it's a lot heavier in the front.
That makes racing them interesting then.
It
I
does.
think when you're ready, if you want me to share a screen, I'll share a little bit. I couldn't find these specific products that we're talking about today, but I can show you a little bit about the shop if I can share screen.
Frank, you missed. It was the red and black one. That's the Mercedes.
There you go. You should be able to.
Okay, here we go. Yeah, just gonna take a look at just virtual tour right here. So this is a shop called Sky Hobby here out in Japan. I've been to this track on multiple occasions in the past. Again, if you're into Tamiya, this is a place you definitely would want to go to. It's closer out my way. It's about an hour from where I live by car. But again, if you've never been to a Japanese RC shop, this is just an example of what they do here. Of course, they've got their on-road track here. They've got their off-road. But what I really like about it, these hobby shops, is there's something for everyone at this particular hobby shop. You can see from whether you're doing RC or if you're into planes or trains or just other things, they have so much to offer, and also for the women and the kids as well. So it's really, really nice.
Yeah, did you see that, Frank? They have a class. They have class for people.
Yeah, they actually have a class. Yeah, you can make your own mini
dioramas. Yeah, that's
nice. Dioramas right here.
Did you know that track that has a cover on it, but the sides are open? The track that they race a lot, I think it's in Suzuka. They have a track that's fairly big in Suzuka where it's under a building in some sort, but it's open at the sides, each corner, but it's under a roof.
And too bad those suites are all fake. That all looks good.
Yeah, I know they are fake. They are fake.
Yeah, I mean, that's one of the things. Like when you do visit Japan, you come over here, you go see all the restaurants. You see lots of displays of the menu, and it looks so real. And they do teach that. Yeah.
Wow, it's packed in there too.
Oh yeah.
And they do a lot of Tamiya racing on those tracks. Believe it or not, they have a lot of. They use stock and modified. They do stock and modified of their cars.
Yeah. You can see Yokomo's, again, when we talked earlier about drifting a little bit. Yeah, the Yokomo YD2Es, 2S with and without gyros.
And the RXs.
And the prices here.
Yeah, I don't see a lot of Yokomo in this area.
Well, again, it's kind of shop specific. Again, I'm looking at Sky Hobby's homepage right now. So, I mean, they're with Tamiya for the most part. If when I go to Yatabe Arena, that's a totally different vibe there. That's all Yokomo. And so
they also have a Kyosho one too.
Yep, and Kyosho's the same way as well. Yeah. So
I'm sorry, Asia has the best. I'm sorry, they have the best hobby stores. Even in Hong Kong, they have some kits that are new in box that they don't even make anymore. I mean, on their shelves. It's like a candy store to me.
Yeah, it's a lot. I mean, yeah, it's basically an adult playground. Yeah. But definitely what I'll do, if you ever want to contact me and if there's something you're interested in, I can just take a drive out there and take a look around. If there's some sort of body that you're interested in or a kit that you're looking for, just say, hey, Spen, would you go out there and just have a look for me? And I'm more than happy to do that.
Spen, I actually have a place I would like you to go to. There's a guy that I watch on occasion.
There's a ladybug. Yeah.
There's a guy I watch. He runs a track. They have an on-road and an off-road track next to each other, and it's in an area where there's lots of sharp-edged mountains in the background that I see. Yeah. It's if you watch him, it's a guy who has one of those Gundam. He has a Gundam emblem for his like you have a B or whatever in his little symbol. You look for that. You find you see where that place is. I'd like you to know where that is. And actually, if you got a Tamiya, go run it there, or even your associated.
Yeah,
I think you should. I would like you to find out about that place. I have a feeling.
Okay.
I have a feeling it's in the southern part of the country.
Yeah.
It might not be
I'm based right outside Tokyo. I'm about 30-40 minutes outside Tokyo, so everything's pretty much kind of north of me. But yeah, I'll try to find those models and see if any of them are like sitting on the shelf somewhere. And I'm sure Suggs, who's not here today, he's got some hobby shops near his house as well.
Okay.
And, it's just sitting on some shelf in a certain corner of the world what you're looking for. That's usually how it goes. All right, thank you. That's it from my share screen.
So
Cool.
I hope you find the guy online. If I could have your email, I could send you his videos.
Okay. Just after the stream, I'll give it to you.
All right. I'll give you
Okay.
mine, and you can send me yours.
Later,
I give you mine.
magnified.
And then you'll know where it is. I'll show a picture, and you'll try to find it.
Look at that.
Cody says, doesn't Losi have on-road car? Yes, they do now. They
Yes,
have the
and so does
Vetera line.
And so does Associated. They have an on-road.
Associated's got a number of on-road, actually.
Yeah. After they started making buggies and racing their buggies, they eventually ended up doing practically everything else.
So Losi picked up the Vetera line. So everything Vetera had for on-road, Losi now has them, which is nice.
I'm glad they didn't drop the Vetera stuff entirely.
Yeah. And they do have the monster truck. They have the dragster as a roller and
Frank would want the roller, of course.
Yeah, that one looks nice with those wheels. The first one you just showed the
Camaros.
Yeah, the Camaro looked good with those wheels. It was a good combination.
I like the black
Red
one
and
better
black.
than the red one. A lot of people might like the red one. It's a stealthy looking one, the red.
which one do you like more? Where are you?
I like the black one more, but I can understand why people would like the red one. It's very stealthy looking.
Oh yeah. It's the
The
devil
Spin
right
Rush.
there.
Which one do you like more? Spin Rush?
I like that devil red right there.
The Devil Red.
Yeah, you don't want to see that in your rear view mirror. You really don't.
Yeah.
It's mean looking. It is mean looking.
You don't want to see that in your rear view mirror.
You know, someone in Japan might actually have one of those in that color with those rims, for what you know.
Oh yeah.
But basically, it's the Vetera, the V110, I think it was. Yeah, V100.
Do you think they did any chassis differences?
No.
Nope.
No.
Definitely.
No, it would not make any sense if they did that. Like
you know what-
business-wise, no sense.
But you know what would be cool is if, since they got that part of Vetera, they could also bring back their crawlers to Losi.
They won't.
That's too
They
bad.
won't. They won't because of Axial being in Horizon.
Uh,
Axial sells better.
Yep.
We're all one
Even though I heard
big
of it-
family now when it comes to Horizon.
I heard Vetera was actually a pretty good crawler.
Yeah.
There's
It's
there's
okay.
there's good points and there's a lot of bad points.
Yeah.
Isn't that with any car?
Well, it's the whole thing of price. That's a main thing. Like I said, and you can ask Sean when he's on. He absolutely adores the Pro. But
Vetera, the Pro what? Vetera, was there a Vetera Pro?
yeah,
Vanquish.
that's right. That was the Vanquish.
Oh,
Yep. Vanquish BS10.
Yeah.
410.
So I don't think these guys have on-road. I think other than drag, I don't think they have any.
They've got an oval car if you look down there under cars.
yeah.
They've got an oval.
Yeah, they got the SR10
The SR10.
for dirt.
Yeah,
Or
but
they
I
got
mean-
on road.
they also
The
have that hot
sedan,
rod. They had
Yeah,
that
there's
hot
the
rod
oval.
truck.
Brad.
There it is
Saddle.
right there. You had a dirt oval.
But they have buggies, they have truggies.
Again, right now I've really dived in with Associated, and yeah, I mean it's very race oriented
Yes.
RC companies. And yeah, I've got those 14Bs sitting right behind me on the shelf.
Oh, yeah.
They also have monster trucks. Don't forget, Frank. They have a monster truck.
Their price point for what was it? The Nomad. I think the Nomad was one of their most expensive trucks.
This is a pretty capable little truck. It's a 12 scale. The stranger, a guy that I know, brought it here, and he's been playing with it. It seems to be pretty good.
It keeps up with the 10 scales.
Yep.
Yeah,
And it's
Isn't it
about
basically the same
$100.
as the Charisma?
I'm not sure.
Isn't it about $100 cheaper than the 10 scale?
I'm not sure. I don't know the price.
Yeah, those 28s you can put on your desk. Oh my god, I need to plug in.
And this is the new Enduro with the Night Custom.
I like that Tacoma, just like I like the
Yeah, I
4Runner
seen that
version.
one. I like
It is
that.
not a Tacoma.
No, it's based on the Tacoma body. Trust me.
It can't be because they'd be sued if it was.
They can make it look like the Tacoma without getting sued by not putting a name on it.
So it's not bad. It's got IFS in the front, independent suspension in the front, and a solid axle in the rear.
If you look at
Make
the
it
front end,
true to scale, eh?
you look at the front end, it's Tacoma.
No, it's a Enduro Night Runner 4x4. It's not a Tacoma.
You're not understanding what I'm trying to say. Now you're just
I
playing
am
with-
understanding.
What he's saying.
I am understanding what you're saying, Brad, but you're not understanding what I'm saying. It's a Night Runner ready to run.
Come on.
Look at that. Look at that Night Runner. Doesn't that
love the
look like
new
a Night
wheels.
Runner?
The
No,
stock.
it has. I'm sorry, that Tacoma has a Tacoma-esque front end. I'm sorry.
Well, when you
Stop.
get one, you can put the little Toyota that will be drilled in.
That is correct. Look at that. It's not Tacoma. Tacoma does not look like this from the front end from this angle. It's completely different.
And chances
Not
are-
by much.
In Brad's defense, if you put a TRD racing sticker on that bumper there, it'll start to look like a Toyota. I can see where he's coming from. Eh?
Just like my Clodbuster, it's not a Chevy.
No.
No.
Even though they did that, even though the original was a Chevy.
I did say that. It's not a Chevy.
So they got a little fake muffler. They got a lot of nice little scale items on this truck. It's kind of cool.
I do like the color of the one they're showing.
Yeah.
I like the bumpers and I like the wheels.
Yep.
I'm sure it's a decent crawler, even with the front end.
What is the steering setup?
I don't know if
It
they
says ENS.
modified the steering or fixed it because it was not good before.
Oh, look, it looks like they interviewed a guy who has one.
Doing from the Enduro before because they had that.
Oh, Reedy Power.
How
Okay.
that's called the cantilever or how the slide works in between. I don't like none.
That was a
Red.
that was a pretty looking motor.
Yeah, that Reedy Power.
So there's the slide, how it actually slides. And I think they did fix it. It goes lower than before. Because before this angle was completely different than the arm. And you
Wait
had
a
a
minute.
lot of steering
Hold on.
bumps.
I think I missed it. That's what she said, joke. Did you say that it goes lower than before?
Yes. I did say it goes lower than before.
Yeah, I did miss one. That's what she said.
He's got to keep up with Sean's stuff.
That's correct.
Yeah, where is Sean?
Yeah, where is he?
He was in the chat.
Yeah.
Oh, I missed it. You keep going full screen.
Well, sorry.
No, you're not.
So I go full screen. You miss your chat?
Oh, a minute. Yeah, you're French anyway.
Yeah,
The
tonight I
rear end
was showing a lot of stuff. Yes, it's not like an open night mic. I was showing a lot of different stuff. So
That rear end on that car looks nice too, with the against the back end and the diff in the back.
Hmm.
He wants to say that's what she said.
Biting his
yeah,
tongue
close
again.
that mouth, throw the
I'm
key
leaving
away.
it alone. I'm leaving it alone.
Hey, Psycho, how you doing? Psycho 13 Garage is in the house. It's lacking one thing, performance. What do you mean by it's lacking performance? How can you tell that it won't perform? First of
What
all,
motor comes with it?
because of the motor?
No, I'm asking what motor comes with it.
Oh,
Reedy.
it's a Reedy.
Oh, Reedy garbage.
Reedy Crawler.
Reedy is not a good motor.
Their new 5 slots aren't bad. They're not the same as what they used to be.
Depends what you do to it. There's so many things that are great out there, and I mean really good. Like Holmes Hobbies motors are fantastic.
Okay.
But if you keep them clean and dry. But if you're like me, if you've seen any of my videos, I like mud and water. And there's certain motors you don't take in there. Reedy is one of them. RC 4-wheel drive is another. They cannot handle mud and water.
You got to admit, Lyle, but that's a good-looking can.
No, I don't give a shit what a can looks like.
Yeah.
Shit.
He cares about the performance. But see, this is their new 5-slot motor, which they have 2 versions. They have one that's it's a closed can, which means you can't modify it, and they have one that you can actually upgrade the brush.
Yeah, I can rebuild it.
So there's one that's rebuildable, and the other one isn't. So there's 2 different flavors of this 5-slot now.
I thought their buggy motors were pretty good.
Lyle, what do you use?
Mainly DeWalt motors. My secondary choice just for quiet rigs. Like if I don't care what it sounds like, I'll run a DeWalt because they're borderline unstoppable, shitloads of torque. But if I want it to be nice and quiet, I'll grab an axial 27 turn or an axial 35 turn because they don't make noise.
Okay.
They're good motors.
But you have a brushless one too. You also run brushless in your crawler.
Oh, Mamba X's, Castle Slate motors, and Deacon Rock 412. That's my brushless motor.
Well, I know that the Reedy buggy motors were pretty good.
Only had the brushed, so I can't speak about the brushless, but the brushless, or the brush, sorry, an hour and a half. That's it.
Well, I assume Reedy makes a brushless motor for crawlers.
Yeah, I haven't tried them. I don't know. Like, I really want to try the Hobby Wing Axe system around Calgary. A lot of guys have them, and they speak very highly about them, but I've never had one myself.
And you could probably put them through water pretty good without worrying about it.
Yeah, there's numerous videos on my channel of guys taking the Axe system and running them through mud and water and everything you can think of.
And it's like a tank.
I don't go on easy trails. And yeah, guys have put those through the paces and they seem to work well. It's just, I'm still in the hole. I haven't bought anything new in a long time. And the Axe system is on the list for, I don't know what. Actually, I haven't even told any of you guys yet, but Relic got a new electrical system 2 days ago. I've done the video. I just haven't posted it yet, but Relic's different now.
Yeah, you went to a smaller tire and it messed me up. I'm used to Relic with a beefier tire.
Lyle, what's that YouTube channel again? What's the name?
Lyle, what's the name of your YouTube channel?
RC Athlete.
RC Athlete.
RC Athlete. Why don't you type shout out in the chat if you can, and like that Spin Rush kind of follow.
I just subscribed. Okay, I'm gonna look at these videos later. Yeah, I just subscribed.
Hey,
he's
Lyle,
got a very dirty channel.
Yeah, I was gonna say he's got a dirty channel.
It's a dirty channel.
Hey, Lyle,
channel.
I assume you clean your motors after use when you drive the way you drive.
No space in shout out.
And shout
What? What did you say, Lyle?
Incorrectly.
Lyle, no space in shout out. All in one word.
Oh, okay, no problem.
There's Sean. Here he goes.
There's Sean. Say hi to him.
Is Sean coming on?
Yeah, he is, and I know why.
He wants to say something that someone maybe made a misclaimer from him.
Don't know.
No, he fucking loves the shout out bot. He wants to get blocked.
He loves getting blocked just to have a laugh.
I love his sense of humor. I love that guy.
What do you mean? All those areas out there, that's their type of humor.
I think
he's a New Yorker, but he could easily be a Canadian.
He does that when
but he's Irish.
He's Irish, yeah.
I think Canada.
I think he broke the Nightbot because he went shot out 2 times in a row, 3 times in a row, and then you went, and now Nightbot is not doing his job. That's weird.
He put a virus on Nightbot. But I heard the Axe setup is actually pretty expensive.
Just under 200, but I usually put in Mamba X's, the slate combo, the sensor. They're like 350, so the axe is like $100 cheaper.
Oh, but I bet you could hook up the axe to the Mamba.
Probably, but I don't like mixing only because I feel like I'm doing something against the brand. I don't like
Now you're doing a Frank shootout, not shout. It's shout out, not shootout.
Oh yeah, I did it just like he did. Also, yes.
You guys.
Next thing you know, before the end of the year, Lyle's going to have his axe system.
Maybe.
It's still, like I said, it messed with my brain seeing the different tires on Relic. I was like, wait a minute, what's wrong here?
What are you talking about? I don't know what you're talking about. When did I change them?
I thought you had some wider tires on it at one point.
No, I only run 2. I have the summer tires and the winter tires. The summer tires.
I must be thinking of the winters then.
Hold on. You might look at my crotch for a second, but just a second.
I just saw recently a nice looking tire tread that's based on a Bridgestone.
Those guys?
Yeah, I'm used to those.
These are Relic's winter tires. And
okay, that's what I'm used to.
In the summer, I run the 2.2 regular.
You don't necessarily run.
They look meatier, that's all.
Yeah, they're big.
You don't necessarily run though. You don't necessarily crawl in the wintertime. You just run through snow.
So why do you name your trucks? Why do you name your trucks?
So people can identify them.
Like Aaron does.
I did that before him. Fuck him. No.
What do you mean? He's one of your best friends, even though he moved across the country.
No, I love that guy. But no, I started naming my RCs the same thing when I was a kid. Like I got my driver's license in 1993, and I've named every car and truck I've ever had. And I've done that with the same with my RCs. Like the car I drive now, I drive a 2018 Kia Forte RTX, and because it's the Forte, I call it Colt because it's the Colt Forte 5.
Good one. Lyle, you have a question in the chat.
Oh, do I know?
Yes. Jeremy Hicks asks, how do you feel about the Spectrum brushless crawler system?
Haven't tried it yet. If you're speaking about the one that comes in the Rift, too powerful for anything I own.
Unless you wanted to have a vehicle like that.
No, I don't have anything I could put that in and have it not smash all my parts.
But I could see you. I could see you getting one of those just to run like a wild man because your backup can do that with your product.
The list of RCs I want is still just as long as my arm. I just don't have any money for at least about a month, maybe 2 months before I get back in the game again. And yeah, I got a list of what I want first, and it's going to be a crawler. I know what it is. I just don't want to. It's going to be the Rock Hobby Jeep.
the six scale one. The 6 scale one.
Yeah. I want that thing a lot.
I bet you doesn't it crawl well?
From the videos I watched, when you do the modifications that you want to do, because it still comes out with a 540 can brushed 2-cell or a 3-cell, which is fine. But I'm going to put a better electrical system in it, better steering. I'm going to keep the steering wheel so the guy moves, but I'm going to modernize it. I'm not going to keep it painted like something from 1930s or 1940s. I'm going to modernize the paint, get rid of all the accessories that look like it's from the war, and put like modern stuff on it, like gas tanks and spare tires and tow ropes and winches and stuff like that. Just modernize the thing and then put fat tires on it. It's going to be fantastic. It's just maybe my Christmas present to myself. I don't know yet.
Oh, yeah.
What are you going to do with the stock tires? I mean, it's not like you'll not use them eventually.
It'll probably be on the shelf with the other 700 I have up there.
Well, the stock tire would probably be more for a different surface that you'd run them on.
Yeah, it's too narrow. That's why I want to fatten it up. I'll probably run like a 1.9 Super Swamper from RC 4-wheel drive, something like that. Maybe the Genius tire or something along those lines, something fat.
But in the snow, the thinner tire would probably do better.
No, not at all. You want to float. You want to stay on top of the snow.
Wide contact patch so it'll stay up on top.
Yeah.
One tire that I liked on axial was the Trepador. A lot of people did not like it, but I liked the Trepadors.
I loved them. They were great.
Yeah.
That's what my rig had on it when I first got it.
Like I said, there's
the
a
RC 4-wheel drive Super Swampers.
Yeah.
like I said, there's someone who came out with some new Bridgestone ones that look very nice. They have a lot of sipes in them. They're based after a Bridgestone tire.
I'm not a big Bridgestone fan, so I personally wouldn't mess with those.
Yeah, but they're not real Bridgestone, Brett. AZ Froggy. They're different, Brett.
Yeah,
They're
but
just
it's still based.
It's still licensed to use it.
Yeah.
Just I don't like the way they look. Mainly is what it is.
Well, if you saw these tires, you might think a little different on this particular tire.
Oh my God, Brad! It's 11:37. I'm surprised you didn't turn into a pumpkin. We got to say bye to everybody.
Why would I turn into a pumpkin?
Because it's after 11:30.
So what?
So KBRC, we'll start with you tonight.
Sisters,
All right.
anything about?
Nice been on your chat. Didn't even talk too much, but that's all right. We'll see you guys next Thursday.
Well, it's hard to talk over Brad sometimes.
It's all right.
Brad, you go ahead.
Thanks for having me, Frank. I'm sorry I was a little more. I'm sorry I was a little more out there today. I try to keep it down more. I mean, lately I've been doing better, but I'm glad everybody came. It's good to see Spin Rush. I miss some of the other people who usually are with us.
I can't hear you, Brad. Can you speak up?
Are you serious?
No, he's not.
Terrible.
Thanks for everybody in the chat. I hope more of you eventually come onto the video part of it. So good night, everybody.
Elvis is the building.
Hey, can you do me next time? I need to go get another beer.
Next, we're gonna go with AZ Froggy. Okay, Lyle, go ahead. Say bye.
Hey, everybody! Thanks for watching. Don't forget to hit the thumbs, and if he's smart, which I'm pretty sure he is, he's got the thank you down there. Hit that thank you if you feel like trucking this guy a couple bucks because he needs more RCs. He doesn't have anywhere near enough. Thanks for putting up with my shenanigans, and thank you and good night.
Now I gotta get my beer.
AZ Froggy.
Well, thank you, Frank, for having me. Thanks everyone for hopping in the chat there. Sorry, I was a little preoccupied getting stuff ready for tomorrow. If you get a chance, check out Desert Hobbies stream tomorrow, starting at 3 o'clock Arizona time. Going for 24 hours. Gonna have a bunch of racing, all sorts of stuff, all sorts of giveaways for people online and when you're here local.
Cool.
So have a good one, all.
Thank you. Spin Rush.
Once again, Frank, it's been a blast. It's always great. I wake up in the morning. It's like, oh man, I gotta get online with you guys. It's been fun. Shamelessly plug here my channel. Yeah, once again, check out my channel. I just put out this Associated B 6.3 build documentary video. If you're interested in building a buggy, just check out that video. I put my heart and soul into that video. I really did a great job there. And once again, I'll see you guys later. I go back to work next week, so you'll see me from the office.
Thank you. Definitely gonna go check it out. John Martin.
Thanks for having me. I didn't say much either tonight, but was interesting to see all the different on-roads and get different ideas of what I'm not going to probably get anytime soon.
I don't know if Sean's going to come in. He sometimes comes in after the after-hour show. I think everybody spoke. Everybody said good night.
I want that guy's cell phone number.
I think so.
you want his phone number, Sean.
So,
Hang on, I'll send him a message.
If any of you want to come into the after-hour show, we have fun. We talk about whatever once we go offline. Send me an email. I'll send you a quick link, and you guys can jump in and chat with us on the video and not recording, not online.
Unedited version of Lyle.
Yes.
Oh, Frank. Next one day you should We should have a rally car one.
A rally car.
Yeah, you talk about on-road cars. You should do rally cars.
You're not going to talk about a lot about rallies because there are not that many of them.
Oh, yes, there are.
Well, when you look at the Tamiya one, there is. But when you look at other manufacturers, there's not a lot of rally cars out there. Like Traxxas has some, but like they're not. But anyways, we can talk about that on the after hour. So thanks a lot, guys, for jumping in here with me, the panel that's there. And check out Desert Hobbies tomorrow on his 24-hour marathon. He's got a lot of prizes to give away, $10,000 worth of stuff, which is going to be cool.
Sorry, what?
He's got $10,000 worth of material to give away. And Red Cat is one of their first one tomorrow.
I think you should repeat where and how and all that shit.
I'll send you the link.
DesertHobbies.com. DesertHobbies.com. All the links are there on Facebook and on YouTube.
Go check it out.
Go check it out. Yeah. If you want some free stuff. So meanwhile, guys, keep those batteries charged and go out there and break something, because if you're not breaking anything, you're not having any fun. Ask Tony. He knows. He even broke his Jeep. Anyways. Yeah.
And he says I'm homeless now too on one of his videos. I watched that with that new little car he had.
No, he did get his house.
Right
he did get his house. So which is good.